Hello traders, welcome to the channel. So it has been 2 days since we last had a video, but I had a problem of internet outage. Now it is back, so we are making another video. Today is Saturday, so the market is closed. We are not having any market running apart from the cryptocurrencies, that is Bitcoin and other coins that are running. However, we are going to do a review of some of the trades that happened, and these are some of the trades that I called out last week. So we're going to be doing a review and also see what we expect in the future, or what we would have done different in the future. So we are at 400 subscribers. We are going for 500 now. Our account is growing at a fast rate. So guys, be part of the community and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel and be part of the community. We are growing at a very high speed. By the end of this year, we have to have hit 1k subscribers. But at the speed we are going to, by the end, I think of by the end of November, by the end of October, we shall be with 1k, because at least we are averaging 100 subscribers every week. So that means in 1 month we can make around 400 subscribers. So by October we shall have hit 1k subscribers. So subscribe to the channel and then we'll proceed with our analysis, guys. Okay, so let's proceed. So now I've had a lot of people talk about the Alchemist strategy. It is one of the strategies that I used to put out on my channel when it had just started, but I no longer put them out because it is not the the strategy I'm trading. That's why I don't give it priority. However, if I receive many people asking for it, I'll make another video about it. So far I've received like 3 people who want me to make videos about the Alchemist strategy. Okay, let's proceed. So now this is NZDUSD, and this is a trade that happened last week. People, if you remember the previous videos, I called out this trade, and this is one of our A plus setups, and it happened very well. So our target was here, and when you notice, we marked down here, it was a 4-hour demand zone, and price was supposed to react from this area. However, the zone was big and it did not give confirmation. So you had either to risk and go with a big stop loss of around 35 pips. A big stop loss of around 35 pips. This is 35 there, around 35 pips, or you would miss out. So the target should have been the next demand zone, that is 1:2, the next supply zone. However, price came shy of the supply zone. Yes, it hit it if you consider this week, but normally I would mark up here. So price came shy of it around 78 pips, that is 1:2, and then it started dropping. It's a supply zone, so we expect price to sell. However, since it was tested, it is a zone from the previous zone, we don't expect a big reaction. So if you're still in buys, you can move your stop losses up here, break even, and then hold. I'm still expecting this price to go and hit up there. So that was NZD USD. And then we proceed. This trade happened on Friday, I think. It happened on Thursday and went through Friday going up. So that was NZD USD. So we proceed to, these are the same setups guys I always give. This is a drop base rally. Look at the rally. 1 2 3 4 5 beautiful candles. This is a drop base rally, and then we have this one, support, broken, turns into resistance, broken, turns into resistance, and then reaches a supply zone. So when price came back to the supply zone, it dropped up to here. These are the same setup. So let's proceed to NZD chef. Let's forgive my internet. It is too slow today. However, we are improvising with it. So now, NZD chef, it has done something that I always talk about here. What is that? Breaking out of the trend line. We've been having this price below this trend line for a long period of time. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. But below this trend line. So now price has finally broken and closed above the trend line. Broke and closed above the trend line. So we left us a demand zone around this area. So remember we had a supply zone down here, but price did not reach there. So we come to the 1 hour in order to see clearly the zone. So price tried to go out of this trend line, but it did not sustain itself. Then it dropped. After dropping, it has finally moved clearly out of the trend line. And then when it moved out of the trend line, it left a demand zone around here. I think it is on the 15 minutes. Let me try the 15 and see. Yes, it is on the 15 minutes time frame. So what happened is our A plus setup, support, resistance, broken, turns into support, then price goes up, leaving a clear demand zone. So when price comes back here, guys, I don't know how much I should stress about these setups. Same setups, same setups. They keep on appearing. This one you would have risked on the 2 pips. Target here 11, and then you would go all the way up to 25 pips. That is 1:10. Same setups. So this is resistance, broke resistance for the third time, broken, then uses at support, leaving a clear demand zone here. Look at the move. I want to breaking this structure here. So when price comes back here, it taps you in and go, and this was a sniper entry, very minimal touching, and then price went up. So now price has come out of the trend line. When we come to the 1 hour, I don't see a demand zone on the 1 hour. However, there is this one here, but it is not one that I would like to take. But if you observe it well, you see this is rally, base, rally. Price came and used this zone. However, surplus was supposed to be here and went up, leaving here a demand zone also that broke the structure, even broke the trend line. But it is not the most clear demand zone that I would want to take. However, it is there. So I expect price to tap here and go to the upside. This is a drop, base, rally, breaking this structure, and also removing the trend line. So price went up. Very good move away. So I'm expecting price to tap here and go up. However, when it taps here, go to the 5 minute and look for confirmation entries. This is NZD chef. So let's proceed. This is GBP NZD. So GBP NZD, there is something that is happening. I don't know whether you're seeing it. I don't know. But we have 2 zones. We have 2 zones here, and I'll explain why I'm saying that. So people always ask me, do you consider liquidity when you're trading? So now we have 2 equal lows that are acting as support here. When I mark here very well, this is a low, this is a low. There is also a demand zone on this area, and it is a support area. So the demand is good. Look at the move away, very beautiful drop, base, rally, very beautiful move away. However, I did not break up here, but it is an engulfing candle. Price went up, did not break even this high here. So that's why I'm saying about this demand zone. However, if we are to enter here, we're going to go to the 5 minutes and look for confirmations. If we don't get it, it is going to use this area as liquidity, come back here, drop in this area, and then buy massively. So this is a trade we should be watching out for going to next week, GBP NZD. Okay, So let's proceed. NZD card. You know the same thing that is happening on NZUSD is the same thing that we have on NZD card. So when you come to the 1 hour, it is very clear. This is support, support, broken, turns into resistance. Huh? Now price comes, taps into this and then sells. Same setups guys. This is support, broken, turns into resistance, leaving a demand zone. So price comes back, uses this as a selling point. So if you have been watching my channel and listening to what I tell you, you should be familiar with this setup. So far price has moved 1 is to 2, 1 is to 1.8, 27 pips, but we expect price to come up to here. 1 is to 3, 55 pips. So I think that is all guys. So that is all for the setup that happened the previous week. There are many setups. If you look for them, you'll get them. It is not only the setups that happened. There are very many setups that happened last week, but you just have to look for them. Just know what to look out in the market. Whenever you go to the market, you know what you're looking for. Then it is going to be very, very easy for you to do what? To get trades. People always cry, I don't know how to enter the market. I don't know. You enter the market with setups. You don't just jump into the market. Identify a setup, look at the direction of the market, and then execute your trade. So that's all. I saw something on NZDJPY. So NZDJPY had high, low, high, low, high, lower, low. Breaking here, making a change of character. So we're expecting to sell from here, at least on the 1 hour time frame. There was the demand zone, supply zone was not that clear, but it was there. But I told you we can enter here with confirmations. However, when price came here, it did not give us any confirmation, just to blew through, and now it looks like it's going up. So we shall wait for this price action to show us what it wants to do next. Does it want to use this area here for demand to push higher or what? So we shall just be waiting for price action to show us what it wants to do next. Okay guys, so I think that is all. Don't want this video to be so long. So if you've learned something in the video, always subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to also like the video. That is all for today. Subscribe and be part of the community. Let's meet in another exclusive video. Bye.